cartridges are clear. They hold a lot more ink than the HP. And you'll be able to refill the HP cartridges also. There's going to be a little yellow pull tab. Do not take it off. If you do get one that doesn't have that tab on, then use a piece of our aluminum tape to block the little vent hole up front. That's important. You don't take that off. Make sure I have some paper towels. And if you don't want to get ink on your fingers or under your nails, then wear a pair of rubber gloves. It's really not that messy if you use common sense. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to refill the black one first. What you want to do, don't take that yellow tab off like I explained earlier. Leave it alone. You just got them. Take the orange clip off. Now the way you put it on, you hook, and that's the way you put it on. Take it off, unsnap, that's the way you take the orange clip off. Now, you're going to put the front of the cartridge into the refill tool. Make sure you got it right, and you'll hear it snap down. If it's not right, the front's going to pop up. So make sure you have it all the way in, and then snap it down. Now you take out the little black plug here. Now, in the kits, you're going to get these refill syringes that fit on the refill tool. Now, I take a little plastic cup, and I pour my black ink into that cup. It's easier to draw it up. Now, I've cut out the box so I could put it in the box like that. But for the video, I'm going to bring it right here. Get some paper towel. There again, wear a pair of rubber gloves if you don't want to get ink on you. And you're going to draw up a full syringe. Now I want to point this out in the video. Don't wash these syringes out. You don't need to. And if it says discard after use, pay no attention to it. That's because it's a veterinarian syringe. Okay, now we're going to go over. There's a little tip inside the tool. And I'm going to be going right into that tip. Just get it down in there. It's a piece of rubber hose. Now, I got it in there. Now I'm going to slowly add the ink. Now I'm going to fill from the bottom up. This is the way you want to fill it. Every time. I go slow. Take your time. Give the ink a chance to be absorbed in by the fiber or the sponge. Now if you don't get all the sponge filled with ink, that's no concern. Don't worry about it. Now you can see it's starting to come out in the back chamber. And you notice that the white is not filling. Now if I took off the tab, if I took this tab off, the ink would come right out the vent plug. So that's why we don't take it off. That's why in the kit you're going to get some aluminum tape. The next time you refill it, you're going to put that over the hole. You cannot use Scotch tape, electrical tape, or duct tape, because the adhesive, the ink gets on the adhesive, it won't stick. In all the years I've been doing this, I find that this aluminum duct tape is the best. You can get it at Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware. We're going to give you some with the kit. Slowly. See what I'm doing? I'm taking my time. The very first time, I always take my time. Now, I don't have as much time when I'm doing a video. I'm just going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit fast. Now, to take it off, you don't want to yank it off. You don't want to bend it off. Just turn it in a circle. It comes off. Fill the syringe up again. You do this for color and black. I wipe the tip off. There again, I put it right over that hose there. Not too tight. Just tight enough so the ink can't leak out over here. I slowly push it. I'm going up and down a little bit, as you can see with the plunger. Pulling up, pushing down. That's because it's going to saturate. This is the most important area. This is called the exit port area. That's where you want most of the ink. Okay. Now I stopped. I'm going to put my plug back in. Okay, now I'm going to take that yellow tape off. Now I'm going to take it off. If I had aluminum tape there, I'd take that off too. Now I slowly add some more ink. See what's happening? See how the way it's moving all along there? I hope you can see that on the camera. I just keep doing that. That's how I fill them. Now, a little ink might start to come out there. That's when I stop. Again, turn it in a circle. Take it off. You can put it back in the bottle. And there again, don't wash these out. Put it over there. Takes it out of my way. Put the cap on. Oh, no, before I do that, let me put the ink back in the bottle. There you go. Now I'll put the cap on. Now, you can wash out the refill tools if you want. I don't. I prefer if you leave them like that and then just mark what color goes where. Now I'm going to cut a piece of aluminum tape and I'm going to seal that hole. I always seal it before I take it out of the refill tool because I want ink leaking out. Take a little piece of it. You don't have to use a lot, but this is the best sealing tape. There you go. There, I sealed it. Now I could store it like that too. Okay, now I'm going to take it out. Unclip. They're going to get a little ink to leak. You see, the ink is going to leak, but not a lot. Hook it back in. Orange clip. That's it. Now when you go to put it in the printer, make sure you take that aluminum tape off. Don't open that plug up, but take the aluminum tape off. That's how simple it was to fill it, and that's the correct way to fill it. Now, I'm going to do color next just to show you. Color works exactly the same way. Take it out of the clip. I'll show it again. Unclip it, pull it out. Now, if it doesn't have the yellow tab on it, or the next time you go to refill, before you refill, you want to put that aluminum tape over that vent hole. The very first thing you're going to do. This way, when you fill it, it's not going to come out that hole right away. Now I'm going to put it back in the refill tool, click it in. Alright, now I'll take the plug out, and now we're going to refill the yellow. And I'll also show you how to refill the HPs. You can only fill those a couple of times, and then they just get too much air in them, and they don't take a lot of ink. So now we'll get ready and we'll do the yellow. Okay, now I'm going to do the yellow. Got another plastic cup. Pour some ink in it. Put the cap back on. Now I'll draw up the ink. Again, a full syringe full. Wipe it off. And there again, if you do it like I normally would have it up here and I cut a hole out to hold it. But for the video I'm doing it this way. I just don't have the time. There you go. Now I get it over there and I slowly add the ink. Now color goes in a lot easier. It's a lot easier to do color. Black is a pigmented ink. That's what HP uses. That's what you get in the kit from us. You can see the back is filling up now. Now, on the color I'm going to leave it just like that. I'm going to put the plug back in. Now, if the plug does not want to go in, just take some ordinary dish soap, rub it on your finger, and that plug will go right in there. Okay, now it gets turned to the right. It's like unscrewing it. And then draw up some more ink. Okay, blot it off. Now go in. Now before I do that, I'm going to take that off. If you had aluminum tape on there, you'd also take that off. So if you have aluminum tape because you previously filled them, you got to make sure after you fill it, take that aluminum tape off to finish off when you're filling. There you go. I go slowly. Now the minute I see it, it's going to come out that little vent hole. There you go. Watch. I'll make it come out. Yep, there's just like that. That's why I don't go too fast. Okay. I'll take another piece of aluminum tape, put it over it. Now you can cut it, or I just tear it. That's it. Again, you can take the syringe out. Don't wash them out. If you want to mark it, take a magic marker. This was yellow. Put a Y on it for yellow. The same thing as you can put a Y on the refill tool or whatever. That's up to you. The syringe, the little tip, I'll show you what it is. Little tip. Oh, it's on there pretty tight. Screwed on there pretty tight. It's a piece of rubber hose. That's all it is. But if you're in there like that and you bend it, you'll break that little thing inside. So you don't want to do that. Put it in, then take it off. Just keep turning it, unscrewing it. Okay, now I just did the yellow cartridge. Unclip. There again, there's always a little ink left behind. Put it back in the thing. Now, obviously, I got to put a little bit more ink in there, but for the video, I just wanted to show you like that. Okay, now let's do the HP cartridge. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do the HP. Now, you see our little orange clips. They work for the HP cartridges too. So, let's put the HP cartridge in and click. It's in. Now, we're not putting any tape over here. These are starter cartridges. I'm only going to be able to fill up to one side. That chamber in the back is just a dummy chamber. So, let me pull up some ink. I'm going to pull up 8 milliliters of ink. Let's see how many milliliters we can get in a cartridge. Now the XLs, the back is open, so you'll get a little bit more ink into that one. And then you're going to slowly push down. You'll know when it's filled when you see the ink come out the little vent hole in the front. Keep going. Let's see how much we can put in there. I'm going to go slow. The slower you go, the more ink you'll get in. Now, on HP, maybe you can fill them 3 or 4 times. That's 8. Not quite 8. I'm sorry. That was 5. There it is. There it is. Now I stopped. So I got a total of 7 milliliters in the cartridge. Now, these cartridges hold 12 or more. Now I'm going to turn it. I always turn it to the right because it has a screw here and I don't want to back that out. Take it out like that. Wipe it off. Now, if you were going to store it, then I would put a piece of tape over that. If I'm going to use it, I don't. But I'm going to put a piece of tape over because we're not going to use this right away. Let me cut a piece of tape. Oh, I'm sorry, I had a piece over here. Hold on. Fold it back a little bit. Put it right over the vent. It's the only tape I've found that is easy to work with and the ink does not dissolve the adhesive. There it is. Take it out. It always drips. It's okay. That's actually a good sign. Blot it up a little bit, and if you want to store it, you can put it in the orange clip. Like that. That's how easy it was to fill using the refill tools that you'll get in the kit.